Hello and welcome. I'm Mar28 and you're watching episode 13 of A New Horizon, my Feed the Beast Horizons Let's Play / Discovery. This is going to be a fairly straightforward episode. I'm currently in the Nether harvesting nether quartz and glowstone. The glowstone is for a more practical application. I just want to make some more illuminators. Oh my... It's freaking... I don't know what that was. What the heck was that? Okay, we're getting out of here. I was here harvesting glowstone and quartz. The glowstone was for glowstone illuminators so I can light up my basement. I've been toying with the in-floor design pattern for under the crates, and I really like the way it looks. I've just not had the glowstone to make stuff. We're rectifying that right now, and the quartz is so I can get started with Ars Magica 2. I've been looking at ways that I can set up some farming for cows and leather and stuff, and in general, Ars Magica just looks to be the better option. None of this. None of this at all. Oh, you're f***ing kidding me. So, like many times, that trip to the Nether ended in tears and profanity. Net result, I ended up losing almost my entire haul of glowstone. I lost a good portion of my quartz. I lost my pick, which, to be honest, was not a terrible loss. I also lost my lumber axe. I lost a good chunk of cobalt and ardite, which is unfortunate, but it's not going to kill me. I mean, all in all, I still ended up leaving there with a really good amount of nether quartz. Let's see what we got here. Make sure we click. So I still got a ton of nether quartz from that haul, so I shouldn't really complain. But it really sucks. I really hate those bats so much. It's like a creeper, but even more annoying. Alright, so right now I'm going ahead and I'm making some more glowstone illuminators, which to install I'm going to need a pick. Do I have a pick in here that I can just pick up for now? We'll use the stone one. Doesn't need to be spiffy. Just needs to be functional. Okay, there we go. Let us retreat to the basement. Not really added anything else down here yet. This has just been a few days. I've not had an opportunity to actually play or work on anything here. So what we're going to do is I have an illuminator down here. It's currently white. I like the look of the illuminator, but I don't like that color. It blends in way too much with the stair. I wanted to try to get like a purple color to go with the ME crafting terminal, but I haven't seen anything purple around here, and I haven't seen any red flowers. Though I will be honest, I've not looked overly hard. So we're going to be going with the lime green, just for the bit of contrast. Alright, and we will need a wrench. Okay. Let's see what the spawning looks like in here. I think that actually gets all the spawning spots. Let's see. Alright, so it's currently showing the grid. Put that down for now. So right now the only thing we have is we have the overhead illumination from those illuminators, which I might actually be cutting, because I kind of like the in-floor stuff. tell you what we will do, though. We'll add one right here. Right here. There we go. And we'll see what this looks like if we take these down. See, I can't take them down. There's actually spawning areas on top of the crates, which stinks. I could fix that by, just having the crates go to the ceiling, but I'd rather not do that yet. So let's go ahead and turn these back on. Alright. Now eventually I want to go ahead and make it so that I don't need to have any torches in here or in the basement itself. I, however, need to find a way to hide them in here besides something as blatant as this. Anyway, back to the top here. This actually looks like a good area for the Ars Magica stuff. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to need these advanced genetics machines for a while. As much as I like being able to... Oh man, I could have ender pearled myself away. I'm an idiot. I am so stupid. So shamed. We're gonna go head back up though, and I need to get started in getting what I need to get going with Ars Magica. Oh, I lost my potatoes. On a side note, I appear to have lost the ability to teleport with my death. Just realized it's not working. I wonder if it's only a temporary thing. If so, if you have to keep inoculating yourself, that'd be slightly annoying. Though I suppose I could have been smart and kept a backup copy. Did I do such a thing? What's it called anyway? Syringe? Syringe teleporter. So right now I am mashing H, nothing's happening. I'll stab myself in the eye. Yeah, so it looks like this actually gets removed on death. Whoa, okay. So we're going to be keeping an extra syringe just in case. Alright, anyway, now we really are going back up to the top floor. So we have all the quartz that we need for my light nexus, but I'm also going to need a book. Oh, that was the wrong button. There's no way I don't have any. They've got to be in one of these. Let's go ahead and open that up. No, there's Umbrex though. Put that back in there. Ooh, my single piece of leather, I'll need that. This is worrisome. I know I had books. Oh no, I think I know what happened. The books were in the locker that got eaten when I tried to move it. Alright, so do I have any string? Because I don't have the leather to spare. What I can do, though, is make a book using paper and stencils. Alright, do we have any paper? Good, we got paper. Alright, so what we're going to do is get out of there. One, two, go three, three, and I think one string? Yeah, there we go, book. Alright, and we also need a few more sticks. For an item frame. Alright, and we're going to come on over here. I actually put some water in here, some of the water. I put some of the liquid essence from Ars Magica 2 inside these posts a while ago since I had no place to put it. So, we're going to go ahead and slap down our book and watch the somewhat confusing but very awesome effects trigger. This might take a little bit. Before we get into this, I just want to say, of all the mods I've ever played, Ars Magica 2 has what is quite possibly the best in-game documentation. There's really no competing with it. For the most part, I'm not going to bore you by reading most of this. Suffice to say that Ars Magica 2 is complicated, and you should definitely read this if you've not done so before, and that's what tried to kill me at Darkling. That just looks horrifying. Alright. Anyway. So what we're going to do now is, I'm going to go ahead and make an oculus. Which is fairly easy. It's just stone bricks, glass, coal, and blue topaz. Which I have a ton of. Alright, so... and oculus. I want to go ahead and set that up. I think I want to set it up right here. Or do I want to set it up downstairs? I'm currently undecided as to where I want to have my nexus set up. I don't know if I need it outside or if I can do it inside. I think I do it inside. If I can do it inside, we're going to do it down here. You know, I know for a fact I can do it inside. And worst case scenario, I can just punch a hole in the wall. So let's go ahead and get some stairs. Yes, stairs. Ooh, spruce wood, that works great. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to have the nexus right here. So we'll have the research table, well, the inscription table, excuse me, and the oculus right here. And we'll peer into the machine. Alright, so I have the 3 skill points. Touch, dig, target non-solid blocks, light. Let's see, leap, regeneration. I think right now more immediate use to me is probably going to be regeneration. Yeah, we're going to go for self regeneration. Okay, and heal. Alright, so right now that's not really going to do anything. That's pretty much non-functioning until I actually create a crafting altar. Might as well set this up now. Alright, so right now the name of the game is Nexus. We're just going to make a simple light nexus right here. Due to one of the changes in Ars Magica, I will actually need a regular neutral essence if I plan on doing any like sort of spell crafting or whatnot. You used to be able to convert the stuff on the fly using a mana battery. That's no longer the case. And that takes up a lot more space than I thought it did, because you still got to do chalk in the center. Yeah, I think this is going to call for its own room. So you know what? Let's forget this. Oh yeah, they can't mine it. Alright, so what we're doing, we're punching a hole. We are going deeper. Alright, so while I was just knocking this room out, expanding it a little bit for the Ars Magica stuff, it occurred to me that it would probably be a good idea to make sure I have a little extra space to also fit some Thaumcraft stuff in here. I'd like to kind of keep the magic stuff a little bit together. I've already got the witchery outside, but that's mostly because those things need to be outside. For Ars Magica and Thaumcraft, that's not necessarily a need, so I can just keep it here in the base in a nice safe area. So I figured I need roughly a 15 wide area for the Ars Magica stuff, and then I'll fit the Thaumcraft in the opposite side. Given the nature of how these mods work, I'm thinking I'm going to be giving the Ars Magica side the window view, since a lot of the Thaumcraft stuff is going to be looking at like machines and bottles and stuff, whereas the Ars Magica 2, it's just mostly the Nexuses doing their thing, and maybe a cow factor here or there if I want to play with them, and the essence refiners, and the ever so awesome arcane reconstructors. Oh, I love those reconstructors. Alright, so it's probably been about an hour, 2 hours worth of work in here so far. I used a good portion of what resources I have, and I think I'm officially out of netherrack. But I'm rather happy with the way this has turned out so far. Let's go ahead and hide the UI for now. So I've got the basic layout of this area done. Rather than continue with the stone brick that I have in here, I decided to tie in using the floor and the ceiling. Otherwise, the color palette is completely different. I went with the white marble bricks, netherrack brick, and the spruce wood, which I've got a little bit in there. It's not a much though. And I've also decided, instead of just having a little rectangular room, that I'd have this little rounded area up over the water. And I'm thinking right here is going to be my crafting altar for Ars Magica. That way I can set it apart just a little bit from the Nexuses. Nexi. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. And then across the way I'm going to have my Thaumcraft set up over here. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is set up my Nexuses. Nexi. The, yeah. Those things. We're going to go ahead and do the regular Nexus over here. That was a mistake. There we go. And the blue chalk right in the center. So that one's good to go. And then we're going to be doing the light one over here. So it's just going to barely fit. Now, I had originally wanted to put some diamond on here or moonstone, but I currently do not have enough moonstone, so gold will do. I can actually upgrade this at a later point, as long as I don't destroy the chalk in the center. Alright, and then I figure I'll go ahead and offset the crafting altar like to be like right here, so just makes it look a little more interesting than would otherwise. And we're back after a quick cut. I have a good selection of Ars Magica 2 devices here to use: the Cal Factor, my Arcane Reconstructor, the Essence Refiner, and the Oculus I had before. I also have most of what I need to set up the crafting altar, though I'm not going to do that at the moment. Most of the main bulk materials I have that I could use is the stone brick, and I'd just rather not use stone brick. I'm in no real rush to do that. What I want to do today, I don't need to actually use that. What I will need, though, is to use this here Essence Refiner, which we're just going to go ahead and set up right here. That should start almost immediately drawing power from our Light Nexus. I really do like that visual effect. Okay. So what I am going to be doing is going to require, where to go? 2 golden apples, 2 eggs, and I believe an arcane ash. Do I have my stuff on me? Alright, how's this thing going? Oh, 71%, that's fairly good. It's been running for a while, if you can't guess. So right now what this is doing, this should be creating a life essence. This outer color here should fade to a purple as it gets close to being done. Yeah, you can tell it's kind of going. And since we're running this on the light energy from this nexus, there is a chance that we might get better results than we would normally. It would definitely be quicker on the regular nexus, however I don't want to use my extra bucket of liquid essence on it. Alright, and we get our life essence. Alright, we're also going to go ahead and set up the inscription table. That can go on the other side. The Kale Factor, though, I'd like to have over here. I think there was recently a change the way these things get set up. I think you can actually place them on walls. That just looks odd. No, that's not gonna... Before we sink any more power into that, that just looks really, really wonky. Okay, we'll put that on the ground like so. I should have got a slab. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put the Oculus right there. And the where to go. Okay, Arcane Reconstructor is going to go right there. And right now these are all sucking down quite a bit of power. Yeah, this thing's completely tapped out. Oh wow. That's 9%, 21%, 0%. Yeah, this will start building back up during the day, and I should probably get a mono battery. Part of what I need to make this thing work right is a sigil of butchery, which is right here. I need red runes, golden sword, an evil looking book, and raw meat. It just happens to be that I have the gold sword and the evil looking book. This is actually pretty fun to make. This is using an arcane compendium and a peg leg. Oh, where do we go? There we go. So you just combine them into a shapeless recipe and you get the evil looking book. You use this evil looking book to do 2 things. You can use it in the Sigil of Butchery, and you can also use it to access the Moo Moo farm. Yeah, the cow level. Let's see, so I should have what I need over in my ME system. I should probably get a terminal in there. So we have a basic little pen here. I still need to put something here so that the little baby cows don't fall through here. What we're going to do is find the roughly dead center point of this along this wall, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be right here. And then from here we have 3 to the right, and then 1, 2, 3 to the left. So right here is actually dead center. So right here is where we're going to be placing our sigil stand. Like so. To this we are adding the Sigil of Butchery and the Sigil of Progeny. So Butchery and Progeny. So that's good. What we're also going to do is we're going to, putting my broom in here with all this stuff might be a bad idea. You know what, we're still doing it. Okay, and if I put the ME interface into the wall here, they'll just climb over it, so I need to put it in the ground. We'll go ahead and just put it right here in the corner. Alright, so we have our broom here, Dub Broom, great name. He's currently on set to put stuff into the ME interface here, which should automatically funnel leather and raw beef into my ME system. Currently this is not going to do anything until I get some cows, so my next quest is that for bovines. I'm going to go scour the countryside, and I'll be back as soon as I find 2 healthy specimens with which to start our farm. Once we go ahead and get this going, we're just going to seal this up so that nothing gets in and out. You know what, let's actually just seal it now. We'll keep the broom in there and anything else out. Oh, and let's close the gate. Be great to just have a nice little conversation here and then end up dying a horrible death because I'm not paying attention. It's happened many times. Let's go ahead and dump this into our system. And just like that, we're back. So I have 2 fine cow specimens in here. They've already produced a little baby cow. And while they've not been slaughtered yet, that will happen as soon as this little guy here grows up to be a nice big strong cow so that he can mate with one of his parents. We're not going to do all of that part though. It's actually, no, this cow, the lifeline for this cow family, it's not going to be pleasant, and it's going to be going straight up. No forking. Well, yeah, no forking. Anyway, so while these guys go ahead and do their stuff, there's one other thing that I wanted to see about doing while we're on the topic of Ars Magica. I am going to need another sigil stand, and I'm going to make 1 more sigil, which may be useful to me. It depends on how far up these things check for. Well, you'll see. So the last thing I want to check out is if the sigil of the felled oak, which I would put on the stand right here. Can't really tell. It's got that little trippy swirly effect here. I want to see if it'll actually cut down a jungle wood tree, or in general how long it takes. So far the sigil's been in here for probably about 1.5 minutes to almost 2 minutes. It's not done anything yet. That could be because of the tree type, or it could just be that when it says periodically, it means really, really infrequently. So right now I'm just waiting to see if anything happens at all. Oh, there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that got the entire tree. This might be usable. This indeed might be usable. So the only thing that really seems to be a downside to this is while it does break the tree, and it seems to have broken it in its entirety, it's not going to do any sort of replanting. So it's either something that needs to be, say, a tree that will grow from 1 block. This would be a good candidate for a, say, a gritwood tree, since you get a 2x2 tree from 1 sapling. Or if I just wanted to just set up a small little collection of 1 sapling trees, say spruce, oak, whatnot, and have a autonomous activator set up the saplings. I'd have to feed it into the system somehow, however. Oh, look, I got some wood up there still. Anyway, this is pretty much going to wrap it up for today, since I've got my 2 systems set up. I have the sigil of the felled oak here working, and as soon as I get another sapling, we'll go ahead and get us another big tree. So yeah, that I'm going to get a bunch of small trees. Either way, it's pretty easy. And I have my cows over here. They are now growing and doing their little thing, though I've yet to see any harvested. They seem to be bred quicker than they're killed. See, there were 5 in here. Yeah, there's still 5. However, there was XP on the ground there, and there's no more, so I think one of them might have died and another born. Let's go check the ME system, see if there's anything. What do we have in the way of beef? So we have 5 pieces of beef. That looks to be actually an increase. I think I had 1 before. Oh yeah, I'm getting a little stockpile of leather going up now. That's much, much better. So one of the reasons why I actually wanted to get started on getting all the leather and stuff, there have been some changes made to the Horizons pack. I'm currently using a config setting for Biomes of Plenty that was originally put in near the very beginning of the pack. I have a very limited selection of biomes at the moment compared to what is currently enabled if you were to download it. I'm going to go ahead and next update allow the world to revert back to the original settings. So anything that I have explored right now, let's go ahead and pull up the map. Anything that I've explored now will exist, except all along these edges here, there's going to be some rather ugly chunk borders. You see this before, I didn't actually clear that one, I thought I did. Or it might be the map messing up It hasn't been, I don't think I've gone that way yet. But since I'm going to be doing that, I really don't care for looking at a bunch of chunk borders, so what I want to do is I want to start messing with Mistcraft. I figure it's a nice easy way to explore some new worlds, see some new biomes, without actually having to go terribly far from my house, since I'll be able to get back here fairly easily. And let's be honest, the mining that I've been doing down into this mountain, it's not been terribly profitable. You know, that tree and that sigil gives me an idea. A horribly wonderful idea. Anyway, I'm going to have to try that out at a later time. I just want to go ahead and thank you all for watching this episode of New Horizons. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message below. And as always, have a good day.